before I forget, the spot on my shirt is water. I was just hosing down some plywood that I was going to use that was in my storage shed. And as I was using the hose, it sprung a leak and squirted my whole body. So I have been working really, really hard. Okay? Now the first thing I wanted to show you is the driver's side bed. It is the old, remember the futon frame I got for free? Futon frame I got for free. On the side of the road is most of my lumber. And I went ahead and I just screwed it into this wonderful thing that I stained, as much as I hated to do that. But almost like every other board that you see here, this big mishmash of boards all the way down, about every other one is screwed to this side. And to be able to make my two beds, which I'll show you this one in a minute, into a full, by me having these crossbars underneath, number one, it gives me air and ventilation, so hopefully less likely to have mold on my mattresses, but it also allows me to store my slats to go over to the other side, which I've marked with double black marks, if you can see that or not, so I know how far to go in. Oh, and also I use some little eye loop screws to be, so I know which ones are permanent in and which ones are the ones to pull out. And they just get them to go across, and when I see the double black line on this side, I know I'm in the center. So that's what those are. Okay? And there are 5 of those total going all the way down. Want to be able to get to that? I left this board loose, and by just taking this board off and sliding those boards out of the way, I have lots of reach back space for things that are long, because it's a full length space back there. Okay? For the passenger side bed, because I knew that there were drawers on that side, you probably can't see, I didn't think it would be smart to have conflicting drawers on both sides. So I made this one be more like a chest. And so to show you that, hold on. Number one, I would recommend anybody, even if you're going to have a full bed, to get 2 bunk size mattresses. These I had special made for this van, but if you do look on eBay, I think, or Amazon, they call it a truck mattress. They're usually 27 or 30 inches across by 72 or 75 or 6 inches long. What I guess like Mack truck drivers use in some of their behind sleeping areas, behind their seats. Because if you see everybody else that's got like a full mattress or a queen mattress in their van, it's almost a nightmare if you've got storage underneath them if you haven't thought it out. So by me having 2 mattresses makes it way easier for me to maneuver things and get in and out. So take this mattress off, okay, for right now, just to show you. And right now I have ropes here because I've discovered how hard it is to line up holes to fit exactly where they're supposed to, and I've never done hinges before. So last night I just put 2 pieces of rope on there. But this lifts up. Right now the wood, that's good enough. And then this also does have, hold on. Oh, where's my bungee? Okay. Okay, that'll stay. I wanted to show you guys, and it may not show in the dark. And yes, I'm using my stupid laptop. Can you see? There's the one bolt holding in that piece to the floor. Look at that. Easy to put the mattress down in place. The staining. This white stuff, I was too lazy to sand it, so I put stain on top of it, which of course didn't take nice and dark like the other side. But I went ahead, I'll show you. Yes, number one, I should have stained the top. Final stuff will come later, but I took a hammer and I just beat the crap out of this since the stain was not taking very good. And I just made it as ugly as possible to make it just look like distressed wood. I think it's like 1/2 inch plywood left over from an art project. So it wasn't quite thick enough, so I used 2 pieces for each area and nailed them together. Mostly because I thought the piece was 6 feet long and it wasn't. But that ended up being a great thing because I purposely put these in 2 pieces so it would be easier for me to deal with. And I overlapped. And if you can see, this board in the bottom is shorter, and this one on the top is shorter, so that actually when I lay them down, they fit together. Isn't that great? Oh, and helpful hint, if you have a shitty power tool like me, or limited strength, bar soap, every time I was using a drill bit or a screw, I would just roll them on top of the bar soap, and it makes it go in and out of the wood so much easier. Hold on. Under 1 and 2. And I'm not going to spend any money on extra foam for that extra space over there. But what I have is some wedge pillows from my house. And I'm going to lay them on the side like that. And look, they fit in. Everyone. So I used my favorite spray paint, the Rust-Oleum Hammered, and my favorite glue, Gorilla Glue. And I used blue painter's tape to mark off the parts I didn't want to bother for the paint to get on my fridge. And it's been out here drying for about an hour now, like in the desk cubby. And I didn't want to take a chance on getting paint on these coils in the back. Oh. Hey. See how I did here. Hey. That came out pretty good. And let's see on the front door. Oh yeah. Silver and gold. I know, I'm a goof. And the final piece. Do I dare do it? Hey, that came out pretty good. Hey everyone, it is Saturday, February 27th, 2016, and I actually have some help coming over this morning to finally help me get the insulation up on the ceiling of the van. So I've got the floor covered up pretty much, the desk covered up, the beds stripped down and covered up. And what I think I'm going to do while I'm waiting for the guys is this thin, skinny stud. I'm going to take some clamps and some Gorilla Glue, and I'm going to take that stud and glue it up high near that electrical thing. And that's going to be my anchor board for the white beadboard. So I'll wait till the guys are done with the beadboard up, but I'm going to go ahead and try to do the studs on both sides. Wish me luck.
Turn the handle around, I think. There you go.
Yeah, try not to hit the clamps for sure. Hi all. Well, I've been thinking all day how much I love my beadboard and love my insulation, but I'm going to still need to put a real ceiling up there with another layer of insulation to get my radiant barrier. And I want to keep it lightweight, and I don't want to spend a bunch of money. Okay, this ceiling. I have gone and bought several pieces of wood. This is just what they call appearance board. There's 5 of the 4x6s, and there's 2 of the 2.5x8s, which was originally what I thought I was going to use. Then I went to a different store and they didn't have those. I think what I'm going to do first is lay them all out and stain them. Okay, I just finished the second coat. It looks a little better. When the spray was spurting out weird, I just tried to make the strokes of the spurts go along with the grain of the wood, so that looks darker. Hopefully it'll look okay. Boy, not really smart painting, even spray painting when it's like probably 88 degrees outside. But I'm gonna get it done. The 2 cans of paint were about $10 each. The boards were probably less than 30 altogether because they were like $225 to $250 each. And that's just gonna be the framing for the finished ceiling. I'm still not sure what I'm doing with it. Bye. Okay, there is the third coat and how it looks in sunlight at about 4:30 in the afternoon. So I think inside the van it'll even look a little darker. Not too bad.